the record-breaking AMD EPYC, the first server CPU with a dedicated security processor. Because it isn't change you should be afraid of, but not changing.
So I don't think so. It is just one quality which we'll have, because it's a series of generations which are coming together, right? And we are one of the best examples where probably first few 10 years before, if I would have got this question, probably I would not have been ready for today's role, right? So I'm just making that as an example, and that evolution will keep continuing happening in the world, and probably a few things which I believe the next set of generation of IT managers who are going to have, or they will do much better than what we are doing, is the focus on the value which they can bring into table. Oftenly, we have seen some of our colleagues of mine who are in the IT leadership fraternity, who has been last few years. I mean, we are not good in talking about the value. We are, I won't say we are not focused, but we are not good in marketing ourselves and talking about the value, which the next generation is going to excel at, which I believe, because now we understand that is one of the key criteria for any IT leader to be in the organization. That is point number one. And point number two is all about the outcome focus. There will be more and more focus which they will bring in towards an outcome. IT or technology used to be a series of technical actions previously. That's not going to be anymore. So it is going to be, what is the outcome which is related to, which could relate directly to the business that technology tasks or that actions can be. And the next generation is going to talk more about those outcomes. That's what I believe. And while we move forward, it's not just about the next gen IT leaders. Even the current leaders who move forward, they are going to be more data driven, analytics driven. They're going to be more and more towards the focus on data. And I also believe that the hierarchy which we follow in the organizations are going to go away. It's going to vanish off. It's again not just about the IT leaders, next generation IT leaders, but the generations moving forward no more would care for those hierarchy. They'll be just focused on the outcome or the value they could bring into the whole ecosystem. So more focus on business, although we keep on talking about focusing on business. I mean, always, but that's going to be a continuous activity as well, which will come in. And the correlation of technology versus business is going to make more and more consciousness towards or bring in more and more consciousness towards the next generation IT leaders. So it's not just one action. I believe it's a few set of series of actions which the next generation IT leaders could bring in, or the current leaders who are stepping into the next generation could bring in as well. And it's absolutely, that's my thought about it.